Hello friends, good morning to all. Today we have to see the remaining part of chapter 5. Chapter 5 is problems related to soil and soil conservation. And we have to cover today that is soil conservation, definition and various methods of soil conservation. So what exactly soil conservation means and which are the various methods of soil conservation. So let us see soil conservation and its definition. Soil conservation is the function of sustain the soil for next generation by using it at optimum level. As we know that we are using the soil from the invention of agriculture and from hundreds of years or thousands of years. So uh, soil is nowadays soil is get polluted and soil is degraded by various things, and that's why we have to do the soil conservation. So soil conservation is nothing but to maintain the quality of the soil by using the same. Means what? We can't avoid using of the soil, but we have to use the soil, but at the same time we have to maintain it, maintain the quality, maintain the health of the soil for the next generation, because soil is not only required for this generation but next many generations require it for the production of crop and cereals. So soil conservation is nothing but the function to sustain the soil for next generation by using it at optimum level. So which methods are there for the soil conservation? So there are various methods by which we can do the soil conservation. So let us see one by one. First method is afforestation. Nowadays there is a continuous deforestation. Nowadays there is a continuous cutting of the forest, cutting of trees, plants and vegetation. That's why there is a most of the areas which get cleared and which become barren, which become naked, which become very what we can say desert uh, forever. And that's why afforestation is the best method or first method for the soil conservation. The best way to conserve the soil is to increase area under forest. Indiscriminate felling of trees should be stopped and efforts should be made to plant trees in the new areas. A minimum area of forest land for the whole country that is considered healthy for soil and water conservation is between 20 to 25%, but it was raised to 33% in the second 5-year plan. The proportion being 20% for the plains and 60% for the hilly and mountainous region. Means region wise we can do the forestation. Although no doubt there in the plain area there is a practice of agriculture and most of the farmers cuts the trees for their mm, selfish or for their purpose, but at least we have to plant the trees for 20%, and if the hilly area is there then we have to plant the trees up to the 60%. And so this is the pictorial presentation how beautiful or how fantastic that field is looking after the afforestation. Checking overgrazing. India ranks first in the population of animals. Cows, buffaloes, bullocks, camels, sheep and goats are the pet animals in India. Most of the farmers render and use the animals as a resource, but due to large number of these animals leads to grow overgrazing which caused harmful soil erosion. Overgrazing of forest and grasslands by animals, especially by goats, sheep, should be properly checked. Separate grazing grounds should be uh, marked and fodder crops should be grown in a larger quantity. As we know that every farmer is rendering the cows, buffaloes, sheep, goats and many more animals for their liveliness or for their life, for their survival. But it is essential to check the grazing or overgrazing. What happens whenever these animals wander here and there, they disturb or they destruct the upcoming plants or upcoming shrubs and upcoming trees, and that's why there is very too much damage of the fields and we have to stop the same. Constructing dams. Much of the soil erosion by river floods can be avoided by constructing dam across the rivers. This checks the speed of water and saves soil from erosion. After independence, Government of India took initiative to construct the dam. There are 1,500 dams in Maharashtra. This number is indirectly help to soil conservation. As we know that water is the main agent which erode the soil. Continuous there is a flow of water and through the rivers, and these rivers water erode the soil continuously every year, every moment, and that's why we have to construct the dams, particularly in the rainy season. Whenever there is a heavy rainfall, there is a river get flooded, and that's why there is a huge uh, soil erosion in the rainy season. But if we construct a dam, then it controls the same. See here, over here, how water is eroding the soil, and here we can see how due to the barrage, due to the construction of dam, that water gets stopped over here. We can control the water and we can stop the erosion of the soil. This is the upward or the beyond area or the next part of the dam where there is no water, and that's why here we can save the soil or conserve the soil, but here we can't. So construction of dam is the main method of conservation of the soil or the conservation of soil. Changing agricultural practices. We means farmers are doing the farming from many years, but they don't know how to do the practice, how to do the agriculture practice properly. They are doing practices, they are doing the their own work, but they are also responsible for the erosion of the soil. So we can save lot of our valuable soil by bringing about certain changes in our agricultural practices. Some of the outstanding changes suggested in this context as under. First one is the crop rotation. Most of the crops grown by the farmers are same, they never change it. So for many years they kept it as same. Suppose I just want to give example. Suppose one farmer develop a wine yard, for the 20 or 25 years it remain over there. Suppose some farmers are growing sugarcane, same crop is remain over there for 3 to 5 years. So this is very harmful for the soil, and that's why crop rotation should be done by the farmer. In many parts of India, particular crop is sown in the same field year after year. This practice takes away certain elements from the soil, making infertile and exhausted, rendering it unsuitable for that crop. Rotation crop is the system in which different crop is cultivated on a piece of land each year. So that is important. Strip cropping. Crops may be cultivated in alternate strips parallel to one another. Some strips may be allowed to lie fallow, while in others different crops may be sown. Example: grains, legumes, small trees, crops, grass, etc. Means one patch should not be of same crop. There should be some in one patch, in one strip there is a grain, one in another strip there is a legume, another strip there is a small tree, a small crop, and in another strip there should be a grass. Various crops ripen at different times of the year and are harvested at intervals. This ensures that at no time of the year the entire area is left bare or exposed. So this is the diagrammatic presentation. This is the strip of different crop, and this is the strip of different. So another crop, again change in the crop, different, different. So this stripping helps to do the soil conservation. And if we grow one crop in the same field, if we grow one crop in a same field, then there is a soil erosion, because same crop uptakes some specific type of nutrients, and that's why there is a decrease in that particular nutrients. And if we grow differences, if we make the differences in the crop growing, then there is a strip, and that strip helps to do the soil conservation. Use early maturing varieties. Early maturing varieties of crops takes less time to mature and thus put lesser pressure on the soil. In this way it can help in reducing the soil erosion. As we know that crops like sugarcane are very means requires a huge period to get mature, and that's why they remain field in the field for 1 year or sometimes 1.5 year. So this makes soil infertile, and that's why we have to use the early maturing varieties. Contour plowing. If plowing is done at a right angle to the hill slope, following the natural contours of the hill, the ridges and furrows break the flow of the water down the hill. This process excessive soil loss, as the gully is as less likely to develop and also reduce runoff so that plants receive more water. Thus, by growing crops in contour pattern, plants can absorb much of the rain water and erosion is minimized. So, how we can minimize the erosion of the soil? So, these are the terraces. That is terrace farming. We simply call it as a terrace farming. These are the steps. If we continue, if we practice likewise, then there is a easily erosion of water. But if we practice in this way, then there is a destruction, or then there is a restriction to that soil erosion or soil particles. So we have to practice in this manner or in this way and not in this way. What it? So this is the simple technique by which we can do the soil conservation. Terracing and contour bunding. Terracing and contour bunding across the hill slope is very effective and one of the oldest method of soil conservation. Hill slope is cut into a number of terraces having horizontal top and steep slopes on the back and front. Contour bunding involves the construction of banks along contour. So this is also one simple method. This is the slope of this mountain, but we have to do the contour bunding and we have to do the contour terraces according to the height of the mountain. These are the contour lines which having a similar height from mean sea level, and using these contours we can do the terraces or we can do the strips of this land, and we can use these strips or contours for the agriculture. Checking shifting cultivation. As we know that in the northeast India, most of the states now also practicing shifting cultivation, and we have to stop the same. So checking and reducing shifting cultivation by persuading the tribal people to switch over the settled agriculture is a very effective method of soil conservation. This can be done by making arrangement for their settlement, which involves the provision of residential accommodation, agricultural implements, seeds, manures, cattle, and reclaimed land. Most of the tribes are so lagging due to the unavailability of the resources, and that's why they are practicing shifting cultivation. And if we make them available accommodation, agricultural implements, seeds, manures, cattle, they can do the permanent or at the same place agriculture. Then shifting cultivation can be stopped. Plowing the land in right direction. Plowing the land in right direction perpendicular to wind direction also reduces the wind velocity and protects the topsoil from erosion. This is also one technique, simple technique is there. Plowing the land in a direction of perpendicular to wind direction also reduce. Means what? Suppose wind are blowing from north to south, we don't have to plow the field in a north south direction, but we have to plow it east west direction. So that is also one simple technique of soil conservation. So this is all about the soil conservation. Today we stop here. Thank you very much.